Here in Australia, we like to win. There's one record we don't really like talking about, and this block right behind me is a perfect example of why we're world number one in mammal extinctions. This is Lee Point. It's Darwin's last biodiversity corridor, and it's home to a bunch of endangered species, like the black-footed tree rat. Just look at that face. Defence Housing Australia, a federal government agency, wants to bulldoze it for profit. Lucky for them, our laws are totally fine with developers destroying priceless habitat so long as they recreate it somewhere else. They call it offsetting, but let's call it what it actually is: pay to destroy scheme. And here's why it doesn't work. Our native plants and animals have evolved alongside one another to exist in very specific conditions, and you can't just recreate that on any old block of land. Take the offsets that DHA is proposing here. Long, narrow strips of land running alongside housing. Black-footed tree rats need wide, connected bushland to survive. If you squeeze them into a thin corridor backed up against backyards, you're making it way easier for cats to pick them off. Plus, DHA isn't actually providing any new habitat. This is already Crown land the black-footed tree rats have access to, so it's basically just a paperwork exercise. DHA has already shown that they can't be trusted to manage the land that they already have. And there's little evidence to show that biodiversity offsetting actually works. In fact, in a lot of cases, it actually does the opposite and locks in decline. Australia is already leading the world in mammal extinctions, and despite the fact that we already have more than 2,000 species on the threatened species list, governments continue to approve these developments that incur irreversible costs to our beautiful nature. That's why we need your help. We have just 14 days to tell the Territory Government that offsets don't work and that Lee Point can't be replaced.